That'll be our next song, Justin. Smoke in the pancakes. Wait, why have pancakes? I don't even know what you're saying. What you're saying?
It's from like a movie.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Smoking a pancake.
Yeah. Smoking a pancake.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Hanover Hangover. Erica America is going to sing us an amazing song tonight.
What's your new name?
Today.
Oh gosh.
We got Erica Renee from Summer Sun here, and she released a new song called Smoke 2 days ago, and she's going to do a performance for us live.
And you are hearing it first here on the Hanover Hangover.
Enjoy.
Will you ever really be free? Can this ever really be a thing? I don't know. Follow this path blindly through the woods, mouse covering the tree. When it all melts away, will we find death or life? When it all goes up in flames, what'll be left beneath the smoke? What'll be left beneath the smoke? I miss the way you used to love me. I miss the way we used to dream. Sitting with you, looking at the water, both lost but looking for another way. Wind changes and I can't see through the haze. The answers lie in the fire. Well, the answers lie in the fire. When it all melts away, will we find death or life? When it all goes up in flames, what'll be left beneath the smoke? What'll be left beneath the smoke? When it all melts away, will we find death or life? When it all goes up in flames, what'll be left beneath the smoke? What'll be left beneath the smoke? Thank you.
That is awesome.
Thank you. That song's a lot cooler on my recording because it has a lot of really cool instruments on it. And today it's just me, so.
Yeah, I kind of like that though. I like that it's you.
Mm.
It's not everybody else. It's not there's not back sound and other stuff taken away from you and your voice and your guitar.
I appreciate that.
I love sometimes hearing it like both, you know, like
I do too.
like the song and its broken down sort of infancy of how, you know, so a lot of people don't realize like most songs are created like that. Like most songs are just an acoustic sort of like run of something, you know. When I was songwriting in Austin, it's the same way. It's like these are just raw, you know, feelings, emotions, and it's done in that way, and then it becomes this great production because you spend all this money and studio time, and we have again great musicians in Chicagoland that like do these things with us, and then they get put out, and then people hear that grand production, and that's what that's nice because that's a labor of love, like you put all of that work into it, but then I like hearing it then broken down again and be like, oh, this is where it came from, this is how it was originally done. So
sure.
I think that song is great. It's one
Thank
of my
you.
favorites.
That song is awesome.
I appreciate it. I was hoping for some of those high harmonies. I don't know if y'all hear Justin's high harmonies when he plays. I don't know enough.
Listen, I'm always down to do those on your record. So like I'm in. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Guys, you're listening to the Hanover Hangover. We're live in the studio under a no, this is recorded through a studio audience, live from a studio audience.
It's a live recording.
Yes, it's a live recording.
I love when they say that. It's like
Yes,
it's a live recording. We're doing it live, but it's recorded.
And this is Summer Sun. And once again, we have
Justin and Erica Renee.
Good, at least you forgot your name this
Listen,
time.
No,
you
it's
got to get
Justin
better
Craig.
with names if you're going to be a podcast
I know,
host.
right?
Like,
If a host
you
is
better learn the
horrible.
names of the people showing up here. We're going to be like, who the fuck
New
is
idea.
this guy?
That's
name
what I'm here for.
tags.
Yeah, I know,
Come
yeah.
on, make a name tag.
I think that's
Make a
rooted.
name
The
tag.
big
before
D
you say
keeping him in line.
So when I
Big D.
when I get like a lot of people in here, I do put the name tags at their microphone.
Oh
on
yeah,
their
that's
microphone.
a good idea.
That's a good idea.
You should make people put a sticker on their foreheads or something. I mean,
Especially with Grandma's
speaking of-
coffee.
Speaking of stickers,
yeah, these are
the
fun.
Hanover Hangover has official stickers now.
What?
So yeah,
I
it's
got
going to be
my
on
sticker.
something. I don't know where I'm going to
I'm
advertise.
gonna put it on my guitar case.
Yeah, you guys all get your sticker and
So
Yeah.
you need the Donnie D and I were talking, right? And we were saying you need like a hangover, like a little hangover kit that everybody gets. Every band that's like comes in hungover, they get like a Gatorade, a shot of tequila,
I like it.
a coffee. It's like a little, some sort of little kit that you take with you. That's like
that's funny.
Put
yeah,
some from
it's-
Bethlehem
That's
in
what I
there.
had to actually.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
had
yeah,
to-
some local flavor stuff. That's a good idea.
That's an
I'm
awesome
glad I thought
idea.
of it.
Yeah. Hey. That's Justin's idea, and we're
I'm
gonna,
a
we're gonna
marketer
have,
at heart,
You know
baby.
what? We'll have your signature.
You
on
are.
it.
Oh yeah,
you
we
are.
forgot. Great. Listen,
Dude,
no,
we're
you
gonna
could
make
throw
you
like
famous
like
on that.
people's singles, like a CD or something in there, or like a
Sure.
little Spotify download card or something.
Which is
I gotta
really
make
neat. Did you
those.
did you
Yeah.
see those new cards out?
Yeah.
With you get your single track, digital track on it.
Yeah, I you know what? I had an idea like that, like probably like I'm one of those guys. Like I had that idea 10 years ago. No, I really did. I have this technology idea. I'm gonna say it on the air because
Don't do it.
This is
No, it's-
copyrighted by Justin.
yeah, it's
Craig.
copyrighted Justin Craig Summer Sun 2021 or 2021, and really like I think there needs to be a way for because everyone's got their phones, right, and everyone's now like the QR code thing. The next level of that is like having some kind of like when your band is playing on stage, there's like a beacon, right? And when you're
Yep.
in that
Like a
area,
push
or like
notification.
or in that
Yeah.
geographical or geo
Oh.
fence because you bought a ticket, you get like a prompt to like download a song or have a free
Yeah.
like streaming of whatever that song, and so like that band or whatever that's trying to push a single or something, they can just beacon to someone's phone when they're like leaving or right at the end of the show, like as you're leaving, it prompts you because you're in that geo fence.
Yeah.
It goes, hey, download this song, and listen to it on your way home. That's the future right there.
I like
That
that.
is
I
for
think
sure.
you're on. I think you're
Awesome.
onto something.
I know.
That would be great for artists too, because
I'm
a lot of
telling you.
times it's like you have to. Everyone's like, "What's your name?" So can like look you up, but that way they wouldn't even have to.
Yeah,
and
'cause
half
I-
of them are half drunk. They're like, "I'm gonna look you up," but then like
They forget.
I'm like, "Are you though?"
That listen,
Can
no,
you find your phone?
Erica is totally 100% right. That is I've been playing out since I was 16 years old. I used to play like in the Lebanon area in Hershey, and I'd sneak out to Grantville, the Winter Circle. Shout out to the Winter Circle in Grantville. It's been there forever. But that's a country music place on off of 81.
Right.
On your way through like towards Hershey, Harrisburg. Anyway, but the plight forever is, people are having fun and drinking and whatever, and sometimes your band is looked at as kind of like an appliance. Like nobody fucking remembers who you were or why they should give a shit, and so there needs to be more ways to like give that impression. And now it's like digital more than ever. Like people, we still carry cards around, and like you carry a card or a sticker or something like that, but they get lost, and people just keep them in their jeans and then they throw them in the wash. Trust me. But now it's like the more ways that you could set up sort of a digital impression on people, because everybody's got what in their hand all the time, no matter where they go. Like they're to the shitter, wherever they're at.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they got a phone, and so like she said, if there's a way that when they're leaving the show, there's some kind of digital footprint you can give them that like lingers at least for a little bit. You might resonate and get more followers that way. I mean, we've played shows downtown Chicago to 1,000 people, and there's some venues downtown like Old Crow Smokehouse, for example, in Wrigleyville. Like, there's thousands of people there the night you were playing, but those people are after a Cubs game, they are wasted. Like they don't remember their names, let alone
They don't
who
remember
was
how they
playing.
got home,
Yeah,
let alone the name of the
yeah, they
band.
don't
Yeah.
remember like where they left their pants. Like it's it's like where.
What
How do you follow them?
What was cool about the Music Fest app, as we were walking up last night, I was like, "Oh, we gotta see who this is, right?" So we had already known we were walking up, that you guys were Summer Sun.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
that was cool.
And shout out to the Arts Quest people and them for doing that, because they get it. Like, they've helped build the music scene in this area, which I was just telling some of the band people, my brother used to be a district manager for rent-a-centers in this area when I was literally 20 years ago. I was like 20 years old, like 18, 19, 20. And I remember him running the store here in Bethlehem and like Whitehall and stuff. And it's like, this area was not, it was like shithole.
It's come a long way.
Yeah, it's come a long way. And it's really awesome now. Like it's been interesting over the years, like while I've been in Chicago and elsewhere, like watching this area grow. And then probably about 4 years ago or so, when we got the first opportunity to come out here and play Music Fest, we played at the Fest Plots during the day, like on like a Friday. And it was amazing to see like this area have a music fest like that, like some, and I tell everyone who just in the Midwest, so it rivals, it's like Summerfest in Milwaukee, this is the equivalent of that. You know what I mean? It's not quite as big yet, but it's really right there. And with the national artists and all of that good stuff, it's just in multiple stages.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the largest free music festival in America.
Yeah,
is Music
yeah,
Fest.
yeah.
So.
Because even Summerfest now, like you pay like a couple bucks and you can see all of these sort of stages and not have to get a ticket. And then they still have the pavilion thing, just like you guys have with like Darius Rucker or whatever. They still do that there, where they have like Journey or the Backstreet Boys or whatever. They'll have something going on. But
He said Backstreet Boys.
it's just, but that's the wide range
I was like,
of
that's
music.
so random. They picked Journey.
Tell
and the
me
Backstreet
why.
Boys.
Well, I was just trying to go like one or the other, like Journey and the
Yeah,
Backstreet
right.
Boys, like Boys to Men,
Nice,
and then
segue
fucking
there,
Sticks,
yeah.
like. But Summer Sun, and then I don't know who's the antithesis of
Winter
Summer
Whiskey.
Sun. Winter Whiskey.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a-
quick.
yeah.
That's a good name.
That is a good name.
That could be your,
Although
your
that-
stage name or something.
Although I get annoyed with a lot of country bands,
DJ.
so I do get annoyed with like country bands that always have like a quintessential country name, because they're always like trying to like make sure people get it right. So it's like Whiskey Road or like and it's always got whiskey or road or dirt or what it's like it's got that quintessential Guns,
Boots.
Boots. It's like So I'm not a fan of names like that. So I apologize to any bands listening to this that's like their name is Whiskey Road or something, but I just feel like if you're doing music well, like your name doesn't have to be so what's the right word, kitsch, like right in that lane. Like
well,
you can
I
use,
think a lot of that comes from the production companies. They create that, I think.
no, it comes from the bands. Like trust
Oh,
me,
does
in
it?
our
Okay.
area, like there's so many bands, and it's like I'm not gonna say their names, but like they know that they have the quintessential.
You know
like,
who you are.
you know.
rodeo in their name or
It's
some shit.
funny.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like I get it, but like so I think you asked this before the show started. Summer Sun. The
Yes.
name actually is just it's actually a cute little story. So my mom. I'm one of 3 children. I'm the youngest of 3 boys, and I'm the only son that was born in the summertime. And my mom used to refer to me that way.
Okay.
So she was like,
Summer
"I'm
son.
her little summer son," like
That's
because
cool.
the other guys and they're a little more rough and difficult to deal with. I was kind of easygoing kid. Surprise, Erica. I was. probably
I am
easygoing.
super surprised.
Erica,
So-
do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm one of 5.
Really?
Yeah,
I am.
she's got a lot
So
of family.
where do you
I have
fit
a
in all
lot.
that?
I'm second to the last.
Wow.
I love my siblings. We're all
Now-
close.
Did your family have a music background? I mean, how did you start in the music industry?
Well, it's kind of funny because my dad plays guitar and he sings, and he would do kind of like open mic type things, and
Right.
I would always see him being like, "Man, I should have done more with music." And then as I got older, he would sing in the church, and then I started singing in the church. That's kind of where I got started. But I just was like, "This is what I'm meant to do," and I took off. And it's kind of funny because the rest of my siblings, I love them dearly, but it's really funny because like most of them. They just like they don't do any music, and I'm like, guys, it would be really cool if we could make a family band or
Right,
something.
right.
But like,
Partridge Family.
I know, and I'm like, that'd be so much fun. I still am convinced my little brother can sing or do something. I don't know, but I tried to teach him guitar. I tried, but the rest
Yeah.
of them, no, nobody plays music.
Yeah, I
No one
mean,
plays with
either
me.
you have it or you don't. I mean, that's
I guess it's funny.
that's
Yeah.
why I say musicians. It's not a talent; it's a gift.
It's true
Yeah.
to an extent, I think, because like my kids, I have 3 kids, and I'm very strict on them. I'm like, I don't care what you play, but like music will be part of what you learn, just
Right.
because I'm like, you don't like push it too much because then they'll like not want it. But they love music so much and they love like seeing what I do. And so I'm like, just pick your instrument and like I will give you the tools to do what you can because I'm like, I just want them to be able to like speak it. So I think it goes both ways where I always say like, I am not a head musician. I don't know that much about music. I've tried. It hasn't even connected. Like I do know theory, but it hasn't quite connected. But for me, like most of what I do just comes from my heart. Like people are like, oh, what harmony are you singing? I'm like, the one that came out. I don't know. Like
the one that sounded right.
Yeah,
and they're like, can you do a higher one? I'm like, gotcha. But like,
go up.
Can you sing the fifth? And I'm like, no.
What's the fifth?
I'm like, hum for me. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
The one perfect pitch thing.
You got the ears,
Right.
the musical ear.
Yeah.
Guys.
I think that's true. Like some people just have like an ear to go for
Right.
it, you know?
It's great when you can have both. So I try to have like more of like the understanding of why it works that way.
I don't want to hold you guys up. I know you guys have a long.
Oh, we do, don't we?
We've got a little more time. If
Um,
we want to talk more, it's fine.
I want to know if Erica's got any songs about whiskey.
Oh. I mean, I have songs
We're
about
talking
drinking
a lot
I could play.
about drinking.
You want to play your drinking song?
I
You want
could
Do
do.
you want to do
I?
one?
I could do one.
All right.
Hey, I'm excited.
Slide that puppy down.
I'm going to have to write
There
a
we
song
go.
about drinking now.
I know.
Especially now I'm hanging out with Justin all the time. Makes me drink more.
It's a
No, I didn't
bad-
mean like
it's a
that.
bad influence.
Yes.
Did you tune this differently?
Oh,
She
yeah.
did. She
I'm
did.
sorry,
She
your
turned it
drop
down.
D.
Oh.
She tuned it down.
I probably could have tuned it
There's a-
back
there's
for
a
you.
tuner there.
Sorry.
Drop a drop down.
He's got a built in there.
Drop D's
Oh,
my
right.
favorite.
Yeah, that one has it.
Drop
gotta
D?
drop- I
Is that
gotta
like
drop
your
my
nickname
D
when you
through
start
this
dancing?
table.
You
Damn
become
straight.
Drop D.
Well, Donnie D used to be a DJ, and his last name
Oh.
starts with a D, so it's Donnie D.
That's
So
pretty
he
cool.
used to be the
That's a great
DJ
name.
at the hotel you
Thank
stayed
you.
at.
There's actually
really?
a DJ at Tequila Cowboy who is a Donnie D also.
No shit.
Are you
Yeah.
sure it's not him?
I'm positive it's not him.
I'm gonna
He was
scoot over.
obsessed in Lansing, Michigan, of like having his banner like on the stage when the band was playing. I was like, can we cover up your like?
Yeah.
I
come
don't.
on.
That's funny.
Can we not advertise Donnie D the DJ while we're fucking playing right now? Like that would be great.
Cover it up.
So,
That's
I'm
really
not a
fun.
diva, but fuck, man, come on.
Justin, you're gonna play an original.
Kidding.
I'm gonna play a song. Actually, I wrote with a group of writers in Austin,
Okay.
and this song was actually bought and recorded by John Party. Actually, it was one of his early albums, and so you won't get flagged for it because I'm part of the Song Factory.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't matter. I don't own the copyright, so I will probably get flagged on it if it's been copyrighted. Yes.
You should be okay because I'm on it.
I don't have. No, you can't really play that.
Huh?
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
Yeah, I can't-
Because one of your
I
other
can't
posts
play
got
that.
flagged. But
Because
if he's
this whole
playing
show
it,
will get flagged, and then it'll suck.
But if we
There's
write
a
the
thing
song,
if like yeah.
if you're
it's like
if-
mine's copyright, but it's mine.
right, and I have the evidence to prove that I have something to fight with.
I can. I can.
Okay.
I can see.
All right.
We're good.
I'm
Trust
gonna
me.
fight. It's hard fighting the big corporations,
Yeah.
because this
this
podcast.
one won't. It's not like it won't. Like this song again, you probably won't even recognize it because it's it's just another song that wasn't like huge, but it's a fun song. I enjoy it. So like I used to play this a lot. Like
what's it called?
it's called When I've Been Drinking.
All right.
Been drinking this morning. I don't remember the words. I was a little out of my mind last night when I called you up. I'm sorry if I upset you with all that missing your stuff. I was just too far gone and all alone, and my phone started dialing your name. And I know it's against the rules, girl, but tequila makes me do dumb things. 'Cause I was just drunk, dialing your number and hoping that you just might wanna come over. I might have said a little too much, but I don't think before I talk when I got a good buzz. Can't be held responsible for what I was saying. You know I say a lot of things when I've been drinking. Oh, baby, when I've been drinking. Can't believe what I said. At least I could make you laugh. 'Cause it's been a long time since we said goodbye, babe. At least I can still do that. When I am just drunk, dialing your number and hoping that you just might want to come over. I might have said a little too much, but I don't think before I talk. When I got a good buzz, can't be held responsible for what I was saying. You know I say a lot of things when I've been drinking. Oh baby, when I've been drinking. Well, you see, can't guarantee there won't be another night when I am just drunk, dialing your number and hoping that you just might want to come over. I might have said a little too much, but I don't think before I talk. When I got a good buzz, can't be held responsible for what I was saying. You know I say a lot of things when I'm drinking. Oh baby, when I've been drinking. When I'm drinking on the HANOVER hangover. I'm drinking in the morning. You know I'm getting so drunk. On my way to Pittsburgh today. Erica is
Maybe I'm driving.
Drinking with friends.
See, it's a fun little thing.
I think I found my new anthem.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
That's your song. Thank you.
Actually,
fun.
I do remember that song.
Yeah.
and I like it. I've heard it before and I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one of those things I call a mild hit, where it's like came out for like a second and people are like, oh, that's cool, and it maybe, but it just didn't get, and in the way of like trending and streaming and stuff like that. Like I make almost zero money on that song.
Well, we're gonna try and push that for you.
Well,
Okay.
if you go stream or download that song if you're listening to this podcast, and I might get a $114 check every 7 months.
Well,
if you stream it a billion times on your phone.
That's $114.
I didn't have yesterday.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
didn't have. So it's rough making money in music anymore. Correct.
Yes. Very very rough.
How do you guys combat all that?
That's interesting. Well, I'll
Like,
speak to
you
this
chime
as
in
a
on your channels of income. So you have your digital,
Mhm.
right? And then you have your live shows.
Mhm.
What's bigger for you guys?
Live shows, 100%. Like
I figured.
live shows funds a lot of the, especially like you're gonna do originals. I'm not sure what her albums, Erica's albums costing or whatever, and even like she was saying, just to put out a single, to market it and push it and stuff, and it costs money,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
unless it catches on, there's really not a whole lot of ROI on it until a certain length that it's been out, or it's getting streamed like a million times. And streaming has hurt music in that way. Like nobody, for instance, that song I just played, like back in sort of the 90s still, like I had a friend named Chad Slagle, who's from Pennsylvania, oddly enough, who wrote a song that's on one of the Garth Brooks records, the Pieces album, the Cowboy song. And that song was not a huge song, just like the song I just played for Jump Party is not. And it's like what happens is people used to go buy that CD though when it did have like 2 or 3 hits on it, right? So the residuals of other songs that were written on that album, the money would be distributed pretty well to
Now
and-
we're cherry picking them.
yeah, now you just
And-
cherry pick and put it on your playlist, and that's what streams, right? So like you have to have a song that's got some pretty good moxie, or you have to, like Erica has built like a pretty good independent sort of music following, and Summer Sun is doing that too by being on the road, like playing shows and gathering fans and doing it sort of the grassroots way, and but even now, it's like you got to put your music on Spotify and all those outlets. You got to pay to sort of do that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay to market it, and then but it's really to get like good live shows, to get a good music fest spot, right? Like, so you get to a music fest and they pay you a decent amount of money to get out here and you know, you line up a few shows and hopefully, you know, your music carries enough that it will help get you more dollars for donuts for doing the live stuff. And that, I think that's really what most artists and musicians are doing now, until hopefully, you know, you catch the eye of some of the bigger record labels who might actually, instead of giving you a development deal or what I call a loan shark music deal, they give you a legit record deal and, you know, a good advance and marketing and a team and, you know, that kind of thing to get out there and do it. So it's just a weird road. The funny thing is there's no formula to follow. There's no, you'll have 100 people on this podcast and they'll all talk about how they're doing music or how they're getting to where they're going. And you'll have 100 different stories of how they're doing it and how they got there. You know, so I mean, even if you're talking to the famous ones, you know, I'm friends with some pretty you know, relevant dudes, and I'm not going to name drop on the show, but it's like if you talk to them about how they got there, it's everyone's story is so different, and there's
Right.
so if someone had the magic formula, they'd be selling a lot of books and they'd be selling out seminars, you know, they'd be making millions, and everyone would have a legit music career, but there is no one way.
That's why we like the music industry.
Right. I mean, like one of my friends, musician friends, he said, "Dumb luck."
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's just-
That's
Yeah.
part of it. That's part of it. Lightning strikes, Jack.
This industry doesn't follow any other industry rules.
You know, he
No.
said
In the world. It's wild.
You know, he told
It
me
is wild.
he told me personally. He says, "Listen, I know I'm not the best. I know I'm not, but I don't know how I got to where I'm at. I mean,
Yeah.
I just, you know." Which, I mean, I think everybody critiques themselves, think, I could be better, I could be better, I could be better.
Sure,
and, you know,
yeah.
and there's always somebody better, but no, you're freaking good, dude.
That's-
you know?
You don't have to, you know, I say it the same way. I'm always like, I don't think I'm the best maybe at any one particular thing, but one of the things that, you know, I think that you got that caught your attention, right, is like Summer Sun and what I try to do on stage and even what, you know, Erica's performance and stuff is you try to just be entertaining and infectious and personable and connect with people and just if people see you having a good time doing what you're doing, they'll have a good time, and I think that draws people in. So I don't know if it's always about being the best, but the other side that I think I'm pretty good at is I think I'm pretty good at like marketing ourselves and, you know, just getting in the right spots and getting the right kind of exposure and getting the right kind of thing and getting ourselves put in a good position to succeed, right? So the guy says luck. I don't really believe in luck. I think it's like preparation meets opportunity, right? So I spent all this time preparing and whatever so that when opportunities come and we can do a show
Yep.
like the Hanover
Opportunity
Hangover.
is when luck
Yeah.
meets preparedness.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly
Very
right.
true. Yeah,
And-
it's interesting how it is different for everybody, and I'm actually there is pushback for the artist world, and I'm being signed by a company. I'm not going to say too much about that because that's not announced yet, but and there is a lot of pushback by the artists saying like we should actually make money for what we're doing, and then there are companies that are trying to find those niche musicians that like have the following and. You know, they're going to do promoting and kind of trying to beat the system. So like that is out there as well. But for me, like my main value with my music is I want it to be authentic. Like I don't want to, and every musician has their thing. Like some people are like, okay, I want to sound like this or I want to get these people. But for me, I'm like, I can imitate anybody and never sound as good as anybody.
Yeah.
But no, I can only sound as, like if I'm going to sound like myself, ain't nobody's going to do that better.
Yep.
So my goal with my music is I want to be as real and genuine and authentic with it. And even as I perform, I'm like, I don't want to be trying to look like anybody. I don't want to try to be sounding like anybody. Like I want to be myself because
Good for you.
that's like, that's
Yeah,
where my
that's
value
awesome.
is. And so I appreciate that. So my music is like every song's different and they're like, what genre are you? And I'm like, I'm Americana and I like it because it like incorporates a lot.
Yep.
But I'm like, I'm going to bring the full me and I'm going to do whatever the hell I can do with it. And I'm going to try my best and hope for luck. And I was actually just at a concert at Country Thunder and one of the guys performing who's like a big name. I'm like, I actually knew like all of his songs. And he told me, or he told not just me, the entire audience, that
Said to you
like
personally.
he got big because of a YouTube video. Like he put out a YouTube video.
Mhm.
And so it's not like some people say, oh, it's just about money and who you know. Sometimes, yeah. And like for him, it was a YouTube video. For me, I'm like, I'll just do like all the different avenues and just be the most me and passionate as I can be. And like for me, like the magic happens when you like feel it, like
It's
in your
working.
soul,
It's
and that's
working
all I'm
for
gonna
you.
do. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just started it as a full-time career like 6 months ago, and I was like, I should get a real job because I was like, I need to
That's
make
tough.
money.
It's tough.
It
when you get
is.
to that point. It's like you jump,
Yeah.
you know, to jump into like
It
that's
is.
a big decision.
It was hard because I'm a
It's
single
scary.
mom of
That's
3.
scary.
right.
So
That's
it was
tough.
like, I was like, I should, like, I've had a lot of jobs in the past before momming for full time for like 9 years. So I was like, I should get a real job. But I was like, no, I'm like, I've never just tried with music. And that is what I know I'm meant to do. And so I was kind of like, screw it all. I'm just going to like do whatever I can do and
Right.
see. And I've gotten really flippin' lucky, like with my bookings, like my calendar has been full and I've had,
It's not luck.
I've gotten
it's
into
work.
good stuff.
It's work. It is work.
Erica,
Oh,
like,
thank
yeah, it's like you say luck. It's like I say I've watched her do this. Like you
Luck
know,
and I bust my
and
butt
again,
to
'cause
make
I've
it
known
happen.
her for
That's true.
5 years, and when she really wanted to sort of pursue it years ago, and it just again she was in a different spot, and then her life kind of took this change, and she just grabbed the bull by the horns and said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, and I've watched her just literally grow like quickly. And network and stuff, and again, that was part of the reason I was like, we started doing some duo shows together. It's like, well, you should probably just join this band too, because that kind of work ethic works, and that's how you do get noticed, because that's how you take advantage of opportunity, right? Because people see you putting in the work, they see you doing, whatever you can do to get yourself out there and connect with people and
Yeah.
promote yourself and promote the bands that you're in and that kind of thing. And as a leader of a band, that's really all you can ask for. And some people are like, well, are you mad that she's doing her own thing
People
too
ask
or whatever? And I'm like, of course not. Like I think
appreciate that.
more water in makes all the boats rise, right? Like so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
always
yeah.
like I like having artists and people in my groups that have sometimes got their own things going on, and does that rub the schedule sometimes? It can, but like at the same time, we have things and ways to sort of like work around all that to make it all work for everybody, and
And I can promote Summer Sun too. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you like me? I got a folk band, so I'll
Yeah.
do that too. So kind of it works. We all like help each other. I like that.
yeah, and if her solo stuff gets picked up and she needs a backing band, it certainly could be Erica Renee and Summer Sun, as a particular tour group. So I think if you're setting up your music network in sort of the right way and not being so walled off to working with other people and being in other things and whatever.
It's your second family.
Yeah, it is. It is. And shout out to the Chicago music family who it has a lot of people who are even in this band now. I only know them, even some of them through like Lenny, for example, our new lead guitar player. I met him when he was working with other bands, and I was like helping to book that band, through some of the venues I have relationships with and things like that in Chicago. And you just never know what's coming back around. So it's important to like have good relationships, not be a diva, be a good person to work with, be straight up with people, try to, include other bands and things that you're doing. I'm putting on 2 music festivals. I call them mini music festivals in Chicago. And they're basically like a country tribute thing. And I get all bands from the area to do like a 1-hour set of a specific artist, right? So last year, Summer Sun, I did a John Party hour, and this year we're doing Little Big Town. So
Nice.
we've got like the voices. I think
That's gonna
this
be a
year.
good time.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
good.
that's gonna be a good time.
My friend Nick Lynch is doing Brothers Osborne. Smoking Guns is doing Kip Moore. My buddy Eric is doing the Cadillac 3. Erica is singing with another band with Rich Sawyer. They're doing Chris Stapleton. So it's just a
It'll be fun.
It's at one of them is in Morris, Illinois, which is like a far sort of suburb of Chicago. And we're doing it for these great people who have been fans of Summer Sun for years, and they opened up a new place, and it's kind of this cool outdoor spot. And my idea to this is to have these smaller venues be able to do these like mini festival kind of days. And I put it all together. I do all the booking. I do all the production for the day. and they just pay 1 fee to me, and all the bands, just get to
That's
do like
beautiful.
an hour of their favorite sort of artists and do a tribute thing. And it's really fun. And Chicagoland loves that. So oddly enough, Chicagoland is the land of like tribute artists, genre bands, boy band. You name a band or a famous like genre of music, Chicago has a band that does that, which is amazing.
Good
That's
music and murders.
Yeah, guys.
Well, in the city for sure.
Yeah.
We've had
I haven't
like
seen
an
You're murdering
an hour here. Is there anything you want to say on the closing?
No. Again, I appreciate you guys having us. Again, Summer SON. We'll be in Pittsburgh the next 2 nights. And I'm sure when you're airing this, but
It'll be tonight.
oh,
Like,
great. So
this afternoon, actually.
Come on out.
So yeah, come on out to Pittsburgh if you're out there. Again, I so great to be. This is home to me, sort of central Pennsylvania, and even this northeast extension here. Like I said, my brother lived here for many years, so I did a lot of sort of musical putzing around in Allentown and the surrounding areas. So it's great to be out here. Shout out to the Music Fest folks and Arts Quest and all those great people for putting this on and getting our band out here from Chicago. So Summer Sun, Summer SON, SummerSunMusic.com.
Yeah, it's scrolling across the top of the screen. You'll see it. Look them up. Love them. Hate them. Whatever, but look them up. Got to play their music.
And go download Erica Renee, Erica Renee,
Erica with a C.
Erica with a C. And her new single Smoke is out now.
Yes,
and
you
her
heard it here on the Hanover Hangover.
Her other single Done, right?
Correct.
Did you want to?
Thank
Did you
guys so
want
much.
to take us out with the song "Done"?
Oh, I could if you want.
If you want
another
to,
tuning
Yeah,
issue,
because
or are you good?
we're done
Okay.
here. So
Because we're done.
because we're done.
Done. I
Get
haven't
her
played
done.
the song in a while. I can if you want me to.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, then everybody
Actually, don't have to retune this one.
that's
Go ahead.
okay.
I'll
I
talk
will-
while you retune.
I will start plugging the
Yeah,
Hanover
well,
Hangover a little bit. Please
I was-
like and subscribe to the Hanover Hangover while Erica retunes her guitar to my silly request of "Done," which is her new single.
Oh yeah.
And what do we got going on next there, Big D?
10 days of
Big
besting.
Festing.
Big D.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. There's a lot of great shows. The energy's great down there. It's one of my favorite things about Music
Right,
Fest.
right. Like you told me last night, pace yourself.
Yep.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, you got to stay hydrated.
Yes.
it's a marathon.
Stay
There's a lot of fun to be had.
So, gosh, I didn't have the schedule on me.
Yeah, wish you guys didn't have to leave.
Yeah,
we
guys,
were
I
able
was
to take you
just-
around Music Fest a little bit.
Originally,
But
we
you-
were
if you're
not
from here,
supposed
you
to
know.
play it. Originally, we're not supposed to play it, so it was kind of a last-minute booking to
Okay.
get Pittsburgh. But to make the trip a little bit more balanced financially, we had to
I would
kind
have
of do
taken
it. So
that too. Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, the
I was
price went
I was
up.
actually looking, and again, next time, maybe you guys can help with this next time when we come to the area. I was looking for like maybe some more local bookings after we play or while we're playing Music Fest. Maybe.
Absolutely.
So
Right, right.
We'd love
Absolutely.
We'd love to.
right
network
now,
with you guys.
everybody, since the COVID
We got you.
is
Yeah, right on.
like they took off the restrictions, everybody's booked for
Yeah.
weeks and weeks.
That's amazing. Good for that. I mean, I'm glad it's back, man.
It's finally picking back up.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's
And,
so good to hear it.
All my
Yeah.
friends on Facebook, they're saying we're back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's been great.
I literally opened up every show this summer with that. I was like, we're back. And not just, we're back. It's like music is back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
back. We're back to hanging out, drinking, and having a good time and hugging each other. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was it. You don't realize that downtime gave me a true appreciation for the connection that fans have with us and that we have with our the people that have become friends. That it's there a lot of more than fans anymore with us. It's pretty
Yeah,
personal.
we didn't get to see him for a year and a half, 2 years,
Yeah.
and then you miss him. You want
You
to give him a
miss
big
him.
hug.
Yeah.
And we're gonna leave you guys.
We're gonna leave
Here's Erica Renee.
Erica Renee, you're gonna close us out, and thank you again, guys, for coming on to the Hanover Hangover.
Looking down this road, there's no better time than now. All the leaves are falling on the ground. What's been said's been said. What's done is done. Leave it all in the past. Done trying to make this last. suns have come and gone. My time here is done. My time here is done. No, the pages have been read. There's nothing left unsaid. There's nothing left unsaid. Sit and listen to the waves of change washing over me. I'm finding my redemption in the sound, forgiving myself for the mistakes I have made. I know I'll be better now. Oh, stay with me, sweet memories. Let me hear all you have to say, and I will grow from this pain. Oh, stay with me, sweet memories. Let me hear all you have to say, and I will grow from this pain. 'Cause all the suns have come and gone. My time here is done. My time here is done. No, the pages have been read. There's nothing left unsaid. There's nothing left unsaid. All the suns have come and gone. My time here is done. My time here is done. All the pages have been read. There's nothing left unsaid. There's nothing left unsaid.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you so much for having us.
That is the
show
beautiful
Promoting
and
music.
talented Erica Renee.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. See you next
Thank you
time
so
on the
much.
Hanover Hangover.